first question is, obviously you can, with COVID now, there's, the remote access has become a thing from working from home and also
Yes.
all sorts of things. I've got a question. If I hand someone remote access to my computer, like a technician, do they always have that ability, or what sort of how does that work? How does the remote access? Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's say TeamViewer, that's probably the most popular one around. So with TeamViewer, you can have it start up automatically or not start automatically. So if you want someone not to come in, then you just don't start the TeamViewer up in Windows, and then we can't come in. So with TeamViewer, we can set a password so that we know your ID, we know the password. So for client systems, we can come in overnight and stuff and fix stuff. So we have a password, but then you can have that password is not set, and then you have a random password. So you're a techie using it occasionally, he'll know your ID, but your password will change basically every time you log on the computer. So if I come in today, I get your ID, I get your password. When I come in tomorrow, I'll need the password again. So I can't come back in automatically. So I would have to physically set permissions for me to come in automatically. So that's how it's done for security.
Got it. So if you're like totally comfortable, you can basically use TeamViewer, and I've used that in the past, and say, David, like whenever I've got a problem, you can have 24-hour access. Or the other option is you set it up where every time you, David, as the IT technician, want to gain access to my system, you would say, you'd shoot me a note or ring me and say, what's the password? And I'll jump on. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right. Which makes logical sense as you explained it. I just never really thought it through. So that's if let's say I wasn't on Office 365 and then I need to be working from home, can I just go to you and say, David, how do I'm not great. I can turn on the computer. Yep. Can you literally jump into the back end and set everything up, or?
Yes. Yeah. So we do the whole off the client. So let's say you don't have your own domain name, so you don't have joeglow@something.com. If you're just using like something like bigpond.com, we'll go in, set up your domain, set up the hosting. So we have a hosting company. We set up your 365 accounts. We transition your data from where it is now to the 365 cloud. Then we can just remote to your computer and set you up to connect to the 365 system. So we set up your emails, your contacts will come across. We set up OneDrive or SharePoint with your data, so that if it's the company's SharePoint, and then you're away. So yeah, we do the whole lot from go to work. So we'll make sure that you're set up, working, and typically that within an hour or so of being remote to a computer, you're basically online and working with the new system. So yeah, it's just a bit of a process of doing all the back end work first.
If I could just jump in here, Pete, I'm one of David's clients, and one of the things that I love is that I'm on a retainer, so I pay a monthly fee every month. Whether I use it or not, it's irrelevant. But whenever I have issues with IT, which I tend to do because I don't know what the heck I'm doing there, what I love is the fact that I can email him or text David and go, hey, when you get a chance, can you jump in and see what I've done? I've stuffed something up. And normally David gets it done within a 2 to 4 hour period. It's like, yep, no worries, I'll come back to you. Or normally what he comes back with is it urgent? Like, how bad a job is it? Fortunately, touch wood, I've not done it so it's a 10 out of 10. I've blown the computer, but that's what I love about it. So I know that at some point he's going to jump in. He normally tells me, says, oh look, can I jump in there now, or when's a good time for me to jump in, and he jumps. So that whole remote thing works perfectly.
Because you also actually take over the screen in a sense, don't you?
Yeah. We take over the screen. We're moving the keyboard and mouse. So we can fix software and minor hardware stuff. But it's also really beneficial for a training point of view. So we have clients who are trying to do something and I can't figure out how to do this. We can remote in, let them drive the screen. We can watch what they're doing and go, okay, no, let's do it this way, and then you're good. So it's not necessarily me showing them how to do it on the phone. Sometimes I'll go, well, let me show you how to do it. So I'll go through all the process of doing what they want to do. then I'll go, okay, now you do it. So I'll watch them go through the steps. So that training, remote training point of view is really handy sometimes for clients who are not really technical, but want to do something they've never done before. Even just like formatting a document. Well, okay, let me do it for you. Here's how it's done. Watch me. We can record those sessions to play back later, and then they're good to go, and everybody's happy. So, yeah.
It's a great service, and I think I'm reasonably au fait with stuff, but it's good to know, David, that we've connected now, and we'll get your details.